Hi everyone, it's Ash, and I'm going to do this cotton candy type look. I don't know what kind of look it is. I just wanted to do something that kind of went with that wig. So yeah. I start off just using a moisturizer. I go through so much moisturizer, I don't really pick a particular brand. I just take what I get from Boxy or whatever else. So yeah. And I have bags really bad, so I decided to use some of the under bag cream to try to help, I don't know, take them away. And then I used a Wonder Beauty glow thing that I use as kind of a primer, but it really just makes my face look more dewy when I use a foundation. To make the pink brow, I use the cream gel liner from ColourPop in Boots. And for the blue brow, I use the ELF Teal Tease Cream Eyeliner. These dry out and make your hair feel like you just put, I don't know, gel cream in your brows. If that bothers you, use an eyeshadow or an actual pomade from like KVD or another brand that does colorful pomades. I use my foundation to kind of carve them out. I'm using the Becca Ultimate Coverage Foundation. I believe that's what it's called. I don't normally use it, but I really do like the way this looks and the coverage. But I'm old as fuck, and eventually, like within the first 2 hours of wearing it, it creases on my eyes and my smile lines, and it makes me look even more wrinkly. So I really only use it when I'm using it for a short term. I miss the days when I could just throw on a full coverage foundation and not have to worry about my age showing. I went in with a Alamar bronzer palette and I used the middle shade to bronze. I've hit pan on the two lighter shades in that palette, so I really do love this palette. I have so much makeup, it's hard for me to hit pan. Then I used the white brightener shade and I placed it on my under eye and my chin and, everywhere to set my face. And then I felt like it needed to be a little bit darker, more bronze, so I used the darker bronzer and bronze some more. This is the Spoiled Lip Cosmetics Dear Diary palette. I haven't used it until now. And as you see, I use some of the shadows for blush, and it is extra. It is very extra when you use eyeshadow. Like, it's more pigmented normally than most blush. So I went in with my beauty blender and kind of pressed it into my face. Now I'm using the Apocalyptic Beauty Shapeshifter blush and placing that on top. I really like the effect that it has, and my face felt dry, so I give it a quick spray. I went in with that highlighter right there and I highlighted my face using it. It's a really pretty highlighter and I like the way it looked as well. This look is extra and I know not everybody will like it. So I went in with the Pretty Vulgar eye primer and I placed it on my eyelid, and I went in with that blue shade. This palette doesn't have any shade names, so I'm sorry. And I do realize my camera is backwards with everything you're seeing because I'm just using a ring light and my phone. I would like to invest in a camera at some point. I did at one point get a GoPro, but I just don't like the way it looks for recording. So I placed that all over my lid and I went in with that lighter blue shade and I buffed out the darker blue on my upper crease brow area, and I brought it down to my waterline as well. And then I darkened up that crease some more with the dark blue, and I primed my other eye and went in with that pink. And I placed that all over my eyelid as well. I like this eyeshadow palette. I feel like the formula is pretty nice. It is very dusty, so beware of that, but I enjoyed it. I went in with that lighter pink and I buffed out the darker pink on, my upper eye area like I did with the blue. And I went back in with the dark pink and added more. My earrings are from Love Kills Boutique, if you're curious, and the wig that I end up wearing is from Lush Wigs. It's called Candy Split. And I brought the pink down on my waterline and added, more light pink until I was happy with the way it looked. And then I went in with my glitter primer and placed it on my inner to middle eyelid area, and I used that glitter. Yes, I like glitter. A lot of people don't, and it's also not safe. So don't do as I do. And if you don't like glitter, use a shimmer shade from the palette or use a shimmer shade from another palette to give it that extra oomph. This glitter has a very mermaid-esque vibe to it, in my opinion, especially looking at it in the palette. It just reminds me of fish scales. When on this look, it kind of reminds me of, I don't know, candy sparkles or candy sprinkles. I don't know. I just wanted to add some glitter. So I went back in with that highlighter shade and I put it on my inner corner of my eye. And I also put it on my brow bone. I used the Freck, yeah, it's called Freck. I used that for the faux freckles and I placed it on my nose and everything. I did my waterline off camera and I used the same colors and the same product I used on my brows. I just used a light pink Wet n Wild lippy for my lips. The lashes I'm wearing are called Batty from Zolo Lashes. This is the finished look, obviously. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, comment, tell me if you like fun two-toned eye looks or if you don't. Thank you. Bye.